The 2023 NBA draft has had some great rookies this year, like Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, Asar Thompson, Jaime Jaquez, and many more. But this year, a lot of rookies have played in the G League, and I believe that there were some hidden gems in the second round. First on the list is Imani Bates, who is a 6'8", 170-pound wing, averaging 24.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.4 assists. Imani was a high school phenom and reclassed to play a year at Memphis before transferring to Eastern Michigan, where he was their top scorer. Imani is an elite scorer that can get a bucket from almost anywhere, as he is shooting 42% from 3 on nearly 10 attempts a game. Imani is elite at creating space and is a super dangerous catch and shoot guy that is capable of making a move and finishing at the rim. His size up into a step back is one of his go-to moves to get a bucket. He has an underrated handle and his length gives him potential to be a good defender, but only weighing 170 pounds is a concern. But his potential is through the roof. The Cleveland Cavaliers, struggling with bench production at times, could really use Imani in the future as someone who can get you points in bunches. Cam Whitmore from Villanova is a 19-year-old 6'7", 230-pound wing who is super explosive and athletic. Whitmore is averaging 26.2 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He is shooting 38.9% from 3 and 48% from the field. Whitmore is elite getting to the rim and finishing through contact, with his size being at 230 pounds. He is also a super underrated cutter, and when his teammates drive into the lane, he is great at cutting baseline or catching an alley-oop. Whitmore also has developed a better handle, and in transition, watch out because he gets up. Whitmore is the leading scorer in the G League and also won Summer League MVP. Whitmore is continuing to get better and showing that he is a 3-level scorer, and his size and strength are going to make him a force in the future for the Rockets. Whitmore is showing the rest of the NBA why they shouldn't have passed up on him in the NBA draft. On this fast break, Whitmore also shows his improvement as a passer. GG Jackson, who just turned 19, is a 6'9", 210-pound wing who can also play the 4 out of South Carolina. Jackson is averaging 20.2 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.8 assists. He is one of the most versatile players at his size who was in last year's draft. His percentages aren't great as he is shooting 41% from the field and 32% from 3, but when watching him, he has a super fluent jumper and is best shooting when his feet are set. His length makes him a solid rebounder and also terrific around the rim. He is really comfortable when he faces up in the mid-post, but if he could continue to grow as someone who could also score at a high level in the post with his back to the basket, he's going to be very tough to stop in the NBA. At the beginning of the year last year, when Jackson was at South Carolina, many thought he would be a lottery pick. Someone at his size, with his skill set and age, is very uncommon, and the Grizzlies might have gotten themselves a star in the making with GG Jackson. Jordan Walsh, another 19-year-old from Arkansas, one of the best defenders in last year's draft, as he is always in passing lanes and is great at recovering if he gets beat. He is a 6'6", 205-pound wing that can play the undersized 4 because of his defense and rebound ability, as he has a 7'3" wingspan, which is absolutely nuts for someone who is 6'6". He is averaging 15.2 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 2 assists. Walsh definitely is the most raw out of the 4, but his defense is some of the best I have seen. He is very good around the rim and is also a great cutter. He plays with tremendous effort and is starting to show signs of being a better shooter, as he is shooting 34% from 3 and his jumper looks good when watching. Out of college, his biggest concerns were his shooting and ball handling ability, but because of his defense, if he can consistently hit a jump shot, he will be a great rotational player for the Celtics in the future, which will hopefully help them win a championship and provide some great minutes off the bench. Thank you for watching, and leave a like.